this is a great example of how dance has suddenly got interesting again.
Thank you so much!
Because this is so different, you know, and their personalities.
When 20 girls dressed in school uniforms took the stage on America's Got Talent, no one anticipated what would follow. Traveling all the way from Japan, this fearless dance group didn't just come to compete. They came to leave a mark no one would forget. And believe it or not, what you saw on TV is only a small piece of a much deeper, more surprising story. From their beginnings to the hidden struggles behind the spotlight, there's so much fans still don't know. So make sure you watch till the very end. The origins and vision behind Avantgardey. A deeper explanation of Avantgardey's origin begins with Akane, a respected Japanese choreographer whose creative work had already drawn major attention years before the group officially appeared. Recognition first expanded widely in 2017 after choreography for the Bubbly Dance, performed by the Tomioka High School Dance Club in Osaka, spread across the internet and reached more than 120 million views on YouTube. Such a number naturally raised an interesting question. What kind of creative mind could design movement powerful enough to travel across cultures, languages, and age groups with that level of speed? Industry observers described Akane's style as bold, playful, and emotionally precise, qualities that slowly built a strong reputation inside Japanese dance circles. Progress later slowed during the global COVID period, a time that paused live performance, limited rehearsal space, and forced many dancers into silence. Creative energy, however, did not disappear. Instead, planning quietly continued in the background until February 2022, when Avantgardey officially launched. Formation of the group did not happen by chance. Careful selection shaped the lineup, with 20 dancers chosen from an existing network built through years of teaching, mentoring, and collaboration. Many selected dancers trained in the same studio environment and already shared trust, rhythm awareness, and rehearsal discipline. Several members also carried history from the Tomioka High School Dance Club, meaning shared experience already existed before the first official rehearsal as Avantgardey. Akane explained that the goal centered on creating an addictive performance capable of staying in memory long after a single viewing. Such a statement raised another quiet curiosity. What truly makes a performance unforgettable? Movement alone rarely explains that feeling. So meaning, design, and emotional clarity must also play a role. Understanding the name Avantgardey opens another layer of intention. Inspiration came from the artistic term avant-garde, commonly used to describe experimental art that challenges normal expectations and refuses safe routine. 3 guiding ideas shaped the foundation of the group: individuality, Japanese essence, and avant-garde expression. Each idea worked together rather than standing alone. Individuality encouraged emotional honesty inside movement. Japanese essence preserved cultural sensitivity, restraint, and detail. Avant-garde expression allowed freedom to break structure and surprise an audience. Visual identity soon became one of the most recognizable features connected to the group. Matching school uniform-style outfits, jumper skirts, red-capped white sock booties, and identical bob haircuts created an image that looked almost uniform at first glance. A simple observer might ask why a group focused on individuality would choose identical appearance. Members explained that sameness on the outside allowed inner charm, facial emotion, gaze direction, and movement quality to become more visible. When clothing stopped competing for attention, expression became clearer. Even with identical styling, emotional delivery remained personal and unique. Interestingly, the uniform image did not begin as a grand, long-term strategy. Early choreography for the song Kamome ga Tonda Hai, meaning the day when a seagull flew, introduced white blouse sleeves stretched outward like wings. Accidental visual resemblance to seagulls received praise, and that unexpected success suggested that a consistent costume language might strengthen artistic identity. A small spontaneous moment therefore grew into a defining signature. Creative history often forms in exactly that way. How many famous artistic decisions actually begin as simple accidents noticed at the right time? Choreographic language inside avant-garde performances carries strong cultural influence, especially from Buto, a Japanese dance form that emerged in the 1950s and became known for extreme control, unusual body shapes, and powerful facial tension. Rather than copying Buto directly, Avantgardey reshapes selected qualities into something accessible for modern pop audiences. Precision, restraint, and emotional quietness blend with playful rhythm and theatrical surprise. Members describe performance style as an attempt to share the spirit of Japan through movement that feels delicate, harmonious, and carefully balanced. Sono, a member who often speaks publicly for the group, explained that Japanese culture values detail so small that alignment may be measured almost to the level of millimeters. Arm angles, head turns, spacing between dancers, and timing of stillness all receive intense attention. Such discipline reflects broader cultural respect for craft and patience. Rehearsal schedules sometimes stretch to 10 continuous hours, a level of repetition that may sound exhausting to an outsider. Yet another question naturally appears. Why would anyone repeat the same movement for so long? Members suggest that true unity cannot be rushed. Perfect synchronization grows slowly through shared breathing, shared counting, and shared emotional focus. Creative inspiration does not come only from traditional dance history. Everyday gestures also play an important role. Simple motions such as walking, turning, looking, or reacting to ordinary daily moments transform into stylized choreography through exaggeration, timing shifts, and emotional framing. This bridge between normal life and artistic performance allows wide audiences to feel connection without needing technical dance knowledge. High-level artistry therefore meets popular culture in a space that feels both sophisticated and familiar. Growth of Avantgardey from careful formation in 2022 to global recognition in a short period reflects more than viral luck. Vision, discipline, cultural pride, and experimental courage all combine inside each performance. Observers may continue asking what future evolution might look like as international attention increases. One clear idea remains constant. Strong artistic identity, once formed with honesty and patience, often keeps unfolding in ways no one could have predicted. Carrying performers from quiet beginnings to stages the whole world is watching. And that unexpected expansion is exactly what leads us into their unforgettable journey through America's Got Talent. Stay with the story till the very end, because what happened next proves how far belief and bold creativity can truly travel. Their journey through America's Got Talent. A powerful shift unfolded the instant Avantgardey stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage, and that entrance quietly signaled more than just another audition within a long-running competition. A deeper meaning formed around global visibility for Japanese dance expression, and curiosity immediately surrounded a group presentation built on matching school uniforms, identical bob haircuts, and still body posture that looked simple at first glance. A natural question rose in the mind of anyone watching a stage filled with such calm symmetry. Could something truly surprising emerge from an appearance that looked so ordinary? The answer arrived within seconds as music began and sharp, synchronized motion replaced stillness. Every movement cut through the air with exact timing, while sudden contortions, stiff angles, and intense facial expressions created a strange emotional tension that felt both fascinating and unsettling at the same time. Shock spread across the judging table in visible ways. Simon Cowell showed open disbelief through a frozen stare and lowered jaw. Heidi Klum briefly covered part of the face in reaction to the eerie precision unfolding on stage. Sofia Vergara displayed wide excitement that could not remain hidden. Howie Mandel later explained that nothing similar had appeared in the history of the competition, and emphasized that uniqueness alone created separation from countless other dance groups that had performed over the years. Such words carried weight because long-running talent shows rarely encounter something completely unfamiliar. Another quiet question formed beneath the applause. How could a single performance blend discomfort, humor, discipline, and creativity so smoothly without losing audience attention for even a second? Momentum from the audition pushed Avantgardey forward with 4 strong approval votes, opening the path toward the quarterfinals, where pressure naturally increased. Expectation often grows heavier after a memorable debut, and many performers struggle under the need to deliver something even stronger. Rehearsal hours expanded, focus deepened, and creative risk became unavoidable. Yet an unexpected result appeared when viewer voting numbers failed to secure a direct place in the semi-finals. Disappointment entered the journey, and uncertainty hovered around the future. Had the competition reached an early ending for such a distinctive group? Emotional testing often reveals true artistic strength, and this moment demanded resilience rather than retreat. Practice continued behind closed doors, choreography adjustments took shape, and belief in unfinished potential remained steady. Determination replaced doubt little by little. Another question naturally surfaced. What drives performers to keep refining movement even after public momentum slows down? Passion for expression, respect for craft, and hope for another opportunity often form the quiet answer. That hoped-for opportunity arrived through an unexpected wildcard selection, restoring a place on the stage and delivering renewed energy across the entire group. Second chances inside competitive environments carry special meaning because redemption stories often connect deeply with audiences. Preparation for the return performance showed visible growth in confidence, precision, and emotional control. Signature, eerie synchronization remained intact, yet fresh elements expanded the visual language. Lighting design grew more dramatic, stage coverage widened, and choreography demanded even higher technical discipline from every dancer. Judges noticed this evolution and spoke about artistic bravery combined with loyalty to an original creative identity. Terry Crews highlighted boundary-pushing ambition while praising authenticity that never disappeared beneath spectacle. Growth without loss of identity often marks true artistry, and this balance strengthened the final presentation. Another thoughtful question emerged during the closing applause. Is victory defined only by a trophy, or can influence travel far beyond a final ranking? Although the competition ended without a championship title, a different form of success clearly took shape. Millions of people encountered a performance style rarely shown on mainstream Western television, and cultural exchange unfolded through rhythm, silence, expression, and disciplined unity. Recognition expanded beyond a single stage, and Avantgardey transformed into a reference point within modern dance conversation. Artistic impact sometimes grows strongest outside winner announcements, living instead in memory, inspiration, and future creative pathways opened for others. Legacy often begins quietly in moments that feel unfinished at first. One final question gently lingered after the stage lights faded. Could introduction of a new artistic voice matter more than temporary victory inside a televised contest? Many observers would likely answer yes, Because the kind of influence that reshapes imagination rarely fades with a single round of applause. Instead, it lingers behind the curtain, where untold sacrifices, quiet doubts, and unseen battles shape the story we never hear. To truly understand what happened next, you'll need to stay with us and watch till the very end. Because the truth is far more powerful than anyone expected. The untold struggles behind the scenes. A deeper look into the final moments before the closing performance revealed a reality far more demanding than any polished stage appearance suggested. Hidden behind bright smiles, perfect timing, and carefully controlled expressions stood an intense period of pressure that unfolded only days before the finale. Few people realized that a serious obstacle forced a complete change to the final routine just 48 hours before the performance. Copyright concerns suddenly made the original choreography unusable, and this unexpected development required the entire group to abandon months of preparation and learn a completely new routine in an extremely short period of time. Such a situation naturally raised an important question. How could any dance group rebuild precision, emotion, and synchronization under such severe time pressure? The answer appeared in long rehearsal hours, repeated corrections, physical exhaustion, and unwavering focus. Every movement had to be memorized again. Every transition had to be cleaned again. Every formation had to feel natural again despite unfamiliar timing. This urgent reconstruction created both mental strain and physical fatigue, yet determination continued to push progress forward. Daily life outside the stage added another demanding layer to this journey. Dance practice did not exist in isolation. Regular work responsibilities continued alongside rehearsals, revealing a reality shaped by discipline rather than glamour. Some members prepared noodles in food shops. Some members served customers in restaurants. Some members sold cosmetics across busy counters. Other members worked as baristas or stood for long hours in retail spaces. After full work shifts came rehearsal sessions filled with repetition, correction, and constant attention to detail. Such a schedule invited another quiet question. How much strength could a body and mind give before exhaustion took control? Emotional strain became visible after the second performance, when tears appeared backstage following a timing mistake connected to dancers entering too early because of sound distribution problems on the stage. That moment showed how deeply every performance mattered. Precision was not only technical. Precision carried pride, responsibility, and shared trust among members. Tears did not signal weakness. Tears revealed commitment. Respect from audiences grew steadily as these hidden struggles became known. Dedication separated this group from many competitors. Preparation extended beyond 3 main performances because participation in every scene of the finals collaboration video required additional rehearsal time. Learning the murmuration routine demanded even more focus and energy. This workload meant far less personal rehearsal time compared with other finalists. Such imbalance naturally raised another question. Could excellence still emerge under reduced preparation time? Continued discipline provided the answer. Careful leadership also played a crucial role throughout this demanding period. Akane maintained strict artistic vision and paid attention to the smallest visual details before every appearance. Hair position received careful adjustment. Socks required perfect alignment. Stage image demanded complete unity. These quiet actions reflected a belief that greatness often lived inside small corrections repeated consistently. Victory and competition rankings did not define success in this journey. A deeper goal guided every rehearsal, every correction, and every sacrifice. The intention focused on leaving a unique avant-garde impression strong enough to remain in memory long after the music ended. That intention succeeded in powerful ways. Online popularity expanded quickly. Public admiration translated into scheduled live performances across Japan throughout 2024. Recognition grew not only because of choreography, but because perseverance spoke louder than trophies. This outcome invited one final reflection: what truly creates lasting impact in performance art? Perfect scores may fade with time, yet visible passion, resilience, and honest effort often remain unforgettable. Avantgardey's global impact. A powerful wave of attention began to surround Avantgardey as audiences across the world reacted to a style that felt both strange and unforgettable. And many observers started asking a simple question: how did a dance group with such an unusual look suddenly become a viral sensation across so many platforms at the same time? Careful observation showed that a rare mix of visual design, strict movement control, and emotional intensity created a perfect formula for rapid online spread. After the debut on America's Got Talent, short video clips traveled quickly through TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where striking images often determined what captured public focus within seconds. Identical costumes, haunting facial expressions, sharply mechanical gestures, and perfectly synchronized timing delivered a form of visual shock that the internet tends to reward with shares, reactions, and repeated viewing. Many online users paused in surprise and wondered what kind of performance language combined beauty, fear, discipline, and mystery in a single routine. Reaction videos multiplied, dance tutorials appeared, and even Halloween costume ideas began to mirror the group's appearance, proving that strong imagery can move far beyond a stage and enter everyday culture. At the same time, deeper cultural meaning quietly shaped the fascination. Avantgardey reflected a bridge between traditional Japanese artistic thinking and modern global entertainment, especially through the idea of meaningful stillness and spacing between movements, a principle often described within Japanese aesthetics. Each pause, each controlled gesture, and each moment of silence carried intention rather than emptiness, creating tension that held audience attention without the need for constant motion. This artistic restraint stood in sharp contrast to many popular dance styles built mainly on speed or brightness, and such contrast encouraged fresh curiosity about Japanese creative expression. Instead of presenting the cheerful sweetness commonly linked with typical J-pop girl groups, Avantgardey offered a darker and more theatrical interpretation that challenged familiar Western expectations. Cultural observers began to recognize a broader shift taking place, where global audiences showed growing interest in Japanese cultural exports that resist simple labels and easy comparison. Success on an international stage naturally led to new questions about the future. What direction could such a distinct group take after sudden worldwide recognition? Industry watchers suggested strong possibilities involving collaborations with fashion designers drawn to bold visual identity, filmmakers working within horror or psychological themes, and music video creators searching for unforgettable imagery. Yet rising fame always carries quiet pressure. Creative independence must survive alongside commercial demand, and artistic purity often faces negotiation when larger audiences arrive. Some wondered whether choreographic language would expand into new emotional territory or remain focused on refining the precise signature style that first captured attention. Others questioned how long mystery could remain powerful once familiarity grows. Still, careful balance between experimentation and identity could allow continued evolution without losing the essence that made Avantgardey unique in the first place. Every performance moving forward may serve as both artistic statement and cultural conversation, showing how disciplined movement, striking design, and emotional ambiguity can travel across borders without translation. In this unfolding journey, Avantgardey represents more than a dance group achieving internet fame. Avantgardey stands as evidence that originality, when expressed with clarity and courage, can reshape global expectation and open space for new forms of storytelling through motion, silence, and presence alone. With this, we have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do well to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. To enjoy more thrilling stories, click now on the following video that pops up on your screen.